Hey, this is me explaining how to do the animated text slide in, slide off for the RAM rewards thing that you're doing in Photoshop. So what you want to do first is you want the RAM rewards in its own layer, or wherever logo you want to appear. You want to use a selection tool and select it, so it's the only just the area which you want it to fade in and fade out. And then you want to click this button down here, which is Add Layer Mask. If you don't know what Add Layer Mask does, is it makes an area where it will not draw the shape. So, for example, if I'm drawing here, and then suddenly it cuts off, drawing over here, and then I draw back, there it is, you can't see it. Disable the mask. You see, it just hides it. So, what you want to do is you want to click this chain down here, which unlocks the layer mask. So therefore, this can slide in and slide out. Ignore the fact that I drew in the bit of the mask there when I was trying to draw at first. So, after you've done that, you want to click the window and scroll down to timeline. If it doesn't say timeline, it should be near the top or at the bottom. It would say animation. So after clicking that, this bar should come up. This menu should come into the way. What you do is you create video timeline. If that isn't already done, you're using a more outdated version of Photoshop, so I don't know how this would completely work to you. And you click this button. How the animation frame window works is for lasts 5 seconds, so 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4, 5, at 30 frames per second, and you can choose where it is. So what you want to do to start the animation is, so if you want to, you click and drag this thing up here to how long you want it. I'm going to assume you want it to be 5 seconds long. So the way you start the animation, so click and drag the pointer to the center, so at 15 frames after 2 seconds, and click this timer next to position. What this will do is it will set a node for the so when this is playing, at this position, at this node, it will be in the current position it is in. And then what you want to do after that is you want to make it so it slides on. So all you have to do for that is, assuming that you want it to slide on for 1 second and then slide off, stay there for 3 seconds and slide off for 1 second, drag the pointer back to 1 and then click this button in between these, which adds a new node at the current position. Then you want to zoom in using this thing down here, which goes into more specifics, and then drag it to 25, and then click the object, use the move tool, hold shift and the left arrow key once. Then move it another 5 frames, and then do the same with shift, arrow, but hit it twice. And then 4 times, 8 times, and then etc. You can do it as you can do it as many times you want. So 16 times here and then 32 times here. Well, or just drag it off the edge. You can't use transform you cannot use transform on a moving object, as it will not work for the animation. So you have to either use the arrow keys or click and drag it. Now, so for example, if I click play, it will slide on, just like that. And then you want to go to 4 seconds now, or however long you want it to drift off, and do the same thing. So I'll zoom in, take it to 5 frames. Then I'll take it to 10 frames. etc. Just move it along, blah blah. You know how to make it look smooth since I just told you, hopefully. Now once you've made the animation once you've made it, smoothed it out to however you want, you can so once you've smoothed it out so it looks how you want, so this is how it would look after 5 seconds. You've perfected it to what you want. So it will keep looping. So you want to drag this pointer back to the beginning, and then you want to click File, Export, Export As. Wait for this. You want to click up here. Oh, sorry, ignore me, I did the wrong thing. Export, Render Video. And then you want to put the name in it here, so I'll just say the ROM rewads. And then select the folder. This might look different depending on how you do it, so save it videos. Yep. Then you can change the resolution, so I'm going to half this, just so that it isn't as too large. And then you click render. Depending on how long it is or how the resolution or whatever, it will take a different amount of time. And then once it's done, you can open it up in the videos folder, find it, so here it is, and then there you go, you just made an animation. Hopefully this is helpful. Good luck, whatever you say at the end. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.